During this holiday season, we like to highlight organizations and agencies that are helping to change lives. The South Carolina Center for Fathers and Families is doing just that by helping fathers with resources to uplift their families. Joining me now is Dr. Lawrence Ford, Dr. Marcus Shannon, and Jarrell Rose. Fellas, thank you all so much for being here.
Well, thank you.
Merry Christmas, friend.
Absolutely. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you all, too, as well. And we could say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What you're doing, yeah. So the South Carolina Center for Fathers and Family, Dr. Ford, for those that don't know, this organization is a statewide organization that is really changing lives.
Correct. Founded in 2002, so almost 25 years now. We've been serving fathers who are generally disconnected from their families. And for various reasons, they have challenges and barriers that are hard to overcome. So we meet them around the state in all 46 counties of the state. We approach dads, we invite them to come and receive free education, free services, and that could be anything from parenting classes to jobs training programs to even help navigating the legal issues of visitation, custody, and so forth. So we have offices in about 17 counties in the state where dads can walk in, or a judge may say, hey, you need to go take a parenting class from the fatherhood folks. And so we try to get dads back on their feet in all of these areas. And it's just, it's exciting to see after some 25 years, 35,000 dads,
That's a
probably
lot of fathers.
65,000 children have been affected by the positive influence of our fatherhood initiative.
Wow. Speaking of the positive influence of Dr. Marcus Shannon,
Yes, sir.
you recently received some help, especially from the Lexington office, I believe.
Right.
Kind of tell us, how did you hear about the organization?
Well, I actually was just doing some research because, when I first went through the divorce, I had to find some kind of way to get myself out of that emotional and mental ICU that I was in.
Wow.
And I said, there has to be something out here to help fathers. So I researched the Midlands Fatherhood Coalition, and I found out they had a Richland office, a Lexington, and a Sumter office. And I went into the Lexington office, and I was greeted greatly with love, and I was just welcomed, and I learned about the resources that they had.
At that time, obviously, you needed it because you talked about you were in a pretty bad situation.
Yes,
Were
sir.
you surprised at the offerings of services that they had?
I was greatly surprised, because they have economic assistance. They have teach you parenting classes. They teach you, just about co-parenting and coping mechanisms, and just how to be a father from not just bringing children into the world, but raising kids as well.
And especially with your situation there with the, you talked about the divorce and having to navigate throughout that. And Jarrell Rose, you are with the Lexington office, correct? So kind of tell us about how it is when you're dealing and helping fathers like Dr. Shannon.
It is challenging because there's different scenarios and different backgrounds when it comes to the fathers. But when it comes to Dr. Shannon, someone who is actually receiving and willing to do the hard work that needs to be done in order to better themselves and become better fathers, it's gratifying for us because they're listening, they're willing to hear it. So we do as much as we can to go with them and to lead and to educate them. So it's a blessing to see just the success stories that we've seen just this year.
And Dr. Shannon, obviously there's still some things that's happening right now, but how has that helped you? How is the organization helping you to, I guess, move forward?
Yes, and as a special education teacher, as someone who has decided to go back to school for an education administration degree, it has really helped me to look at, okay, what are the positives? Why not take this negative situation and turn into a positive? I think about the Bible verse, what was meant for evil is now working for my good. So, Jarrell, I've looked at, he has a book out and, talked about, becoming a rose, going through the thorns of life to now becoming a rose and becoming a new man so that I can be the best for my two children. I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Oh, wow. And Dr. Ford, obviously there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to helping fathers. And this agency, really does a great job of making sure that these fathers are back on the right foot.
Yeah, dads come from all walks of life. And Dr. Shannon is an education specialist here in the Midlands area, highly educated and degreed and just a professional. We have some dads who struggle with education, or they've had incarceration issues in the past. And so we try to meet the dad where they're at. So with Midlands Fatherhood Coalition and with Upstate and the other offices that we have around the entire state of South Carolina, we just simply say, okay, where are you at now? And this is where you're at. And we have an intake process. We get them situated. We understand what their needs are and what their goals are, and then how to get them ultimately to this goal where they can be engaged with their children. And that's a huge part of it.
Yes.
We were founded by the Sisters of Charity Foundation of South Carolina to help address issues of poverty in the state, poverty in children in the state especially. And they realized when they founded all of this fatherhood initiative that dads were a key to this. Dads were vital. And so having the father factor, you could put it, in make sure that the dad is engaged with children. Studies are replete that when the dad is positively engaged with his children, that child becomes so much better, and it's a generational impact.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking to do with every dad who comes into the offices.
And Dr. Shannon, for you, one of the final questions here, what would you tell a father who may be watching and they're like, I don't know what to do?
I would say 3 things. 1, don't give up the fight.
Yeah.
2, surround yourself around a positive group of men that are going to empower, equip you, and shape you. And 3rd, rely on your faith. Rely on those things. Okay, you may be in this situation today, but you don't have to stay that way. One of our specialists at Midlands Fatherhood, named Maurice Lindsay, he says, walk out each day with an exclamation point. Mean what you say, and do what you say what you're going to do.
And there it is. And Jarrell, for you, there might be a dad who's watching. How do they get in contact with the Fatherhood Coalition, or specifically the Lexington?
Yeah.
Yes, please come by. We are on 943 East Main Street out there in Lexington, right across from the Old Fats Cafe. Please come by. You can find us on fathers365.com.
We'll have more information on the South Carolina Center for Fathers and Families and the Midlands Fatherhood Coalition on our website at WACH.com.